everyone, I'm Alex from Modern Homemaker, and today I'm proud to show you my newly improved coffee table. This table was designed by me and inspired by the mid-century modern movement to function as both a large coffee table suitable to our large living space, as it hides extra seating underneath, as well as a lot of storage space for books, laptops, and other knickknacks that tend to appear in this space on our day-to-day life. So, let me show you how I made this. I started this build by cutting 3 same width panels to make the top of the table. The space that it will sit on has an already pretty elongated shape, so I wanted the grain of the table to be across widthwise and not lengthwise, because the vertical lines certify that feeling of the room being too long, and also helped me blend the waterfall edge pretty seamlessly. I decided to get these pieces together with a dowel system, and as I mentioned in a previous video, I'm still trying to get the hang of this technique. So I wouldn't consider myself to be an expert on this yet, but practice makes perfect, and I think for this purpose it worked great. And if you notice real close, you'll see that I used this method also to complete some planks that were a bit short on the legs and the shelves of the build. So today it's Thursday the 30th. I'm trying to get this table in time for New Year's. Yesterday I was only able to cut all of the pieces for the most part. Today I still have to bevel some edges, and then I can start dowel making and gluing the pieces together. All of that to say that I have to get this table ready today. I have to glue it, I have to sand it, and I have to finish it. It's 9 a.m. I'm tired AF. I haven't even had breakfast yet. It's gonna be a long day. 2 builds in 1 week is just too much. To get the top and the waterfall leg together, I decided to cut off at 45 degrees angle the edges of both pieces to create a really clean joint. Kind of what you will typically see on a kitchen island, and got them together with a bit of glue and some L brackets to hold them in place as they dried. Afterwards, I also cut to size the 2 shelves with their respective separators and the back side of these shelves that will also become the interior leg that encloses the poof cave that we're trying to create right next to that waterfall edge. And because of some unknown reason, this coffee table was heavily inspired by kitchen islands, I guess. So I also made a foot stopper that will help support all of the heavy side of this table. So that's the top, the shelves, everything that's on this side. Then I added the same dowel system on all of the pieces and on the bottom of the top, to get ready to attach them all together, and just like that, Lola's gone. Wrong! Lola's right here, you Brussels sprout! Now, let's pause for a bit. The build that you see me complete here is not the final coffee table that you saw on the intro of the video. And if you're really into details, you might already notice why. As I designed this table, I didn't look for references on what the average height of a coffee table should be. So first mistake, I made this coffee table too tall. And as I was in a huge rush to finish this project before the New Year's, and I didn't have enough wood to double these pieces now, I ended up assembling the table with single boards, and it ended up wonky and a bit ridiculous looking, almost like if it was trying to be something that it was not. But in the spirit of not eating the floor on the New Year's, after a couple of hours of letting it dry, I continued with sanding and finishing this piece. And here is where I realized that I should have sanded this before gluing it all together, because it was really annoying to sand everything down like this, but more on this later. I added a dark tint, and so the first version of this table was made. After a couple of weeks of us living with it, I started hating the color and also discovering all of the defects that led me to create a second version of this coffee table. Or more so, to fix the first version. We don't like to waste around here. So first I took it all apart with some help from my roommate. He seems to think that we are married or something, but I'm not so sure about that. Anyways, before I continued with the dreadful task of removing the orange mosaic, I decided to cut and glue the reinforcements of all of the parts, as well as removing some extra length from the shelves and also the food stopper. And then it was time. I could escape no longer. I had to start sanding. And this took a while. But as I sanded this piece, I thought of how making mistakes is all part of the learning curve when you design and you create, especially with new things. And though sometimes it may take a bit more time to fix things than to create new ones, living with your creations and understanding how they work or not and why they work or not in your space makes you gain a fuller understanding on the pieces that you design and on design itself. I decided this time to finish every single piece before getting it all together once again, because I like to believe that as a human being capable of growth, I can make it better the second time around. And of course, if you're making this, please do add the reinforcements before, not after, like I did, or at least use a thicker board. And so, with the same Dowel system that I used now about a million bajillion times on this video, I got all the pieces together with some glue, and this time around it was necessary for a grown adult to jump on top of the table to join the top and the legs, which was kind of interesting and also like a faith test for this build. And thank God it passed. But after a couple of coats of a protective varnish, the second and final version of this table was born, and with it, the satisfaction of a job well made. I hope you will like this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. And make sure you leave a comment if you want me to post the instructional drawing that I used to make this mid-century modern coffee table up on our website. Hope to see you all very soon. Bye!